Hello, hello. I'm a little late. Yeah, actually, quite late. But here we are. Yeah, we'll see what happens today. I was having a hard time setting up the camera for this. It looks a little bit... I don't know. The white balance seems a little weird, but I'll continue. Some stuff around. Yeah, the tripod was... I don't know. I don't know how I initially set it up, but it was not cooperating with me. Just gonna do... I have this part already blocked out with color. I think I'm overthinking it. I was like, maybe I should have done 2 of these. Cool physical art stream, yeah. Hope you're doing well. Say 45% opossum. 1%? I knew it was gonna be low, but wow, 1%. I was like, alright. Currently, highest we got is 54. Wow, 1%. 70%? Wowza. Like, I kind of want to pin the 1% because it's so ridiculous, but the 1% should be pinned. Can anyone get 0%? Alright, since you're currently pinned and you allow it, I'll do it. Okay. I kind of want to do like a funky, like, wolf sort of thing. Be like, the red would be kind of cool. Actually, I shouldn't do it with this thing. Do it with a pencil. Maybe I should start sketches first. Get in the groove, and then we'll get into the painting. 43%. Well, no one's beaten my low score. Haha. Alright, I drop canines a lot, specifically foxes and like certain dog breeds. Wolves, not so much, which is so funny because like wolf is like the cliche persona. And I think it's become such a cliche that I don't see them that much anymore. I know they're out there. %, impossible? I've seen it happen. Yeah, I was like, for the longest time, I was like, I don't know, because 0 is a funky number, like, technically void of number. 40%. Go back to your roots, blue wolf. Or just say, like, the generic blue wolf. You know what do they call them? Fulfs? Fulfs? It's like a fox wolf. 78%. I mean, no 90% yet. My 1% there. I'm like, can you even see the sketch? Barely. Generic blue wolves. Like, is this even a wolf? More of a fox. Give more floof. They have, like, big necks. Must make bigger. Chance you might go to Australia for 2 to 3 weeks? That's awesome. But I'm trying to remember. We talked about the time yesterday. I mean, well, I guess both of y'all are in Southern Hemisphere, so I guess the temperature difference or the season change won't be that wild. $13-hour difference. Pretty wild. I really use this pen. We'll see. happens. They have big noses too. They don't have little dainty noses like foxes. Howdy, howdy. Like all the 40%. $63% work. Should I give them eyebrows? I actually really like this pen. The thing is, like, it doesn't keep its fine tip for very long. I tried sketching with this one, which is like a size smaller, and everything was awful. I think this is the winner. Good for bullet journaling, not so good for drawing. I'm sure other people figured out how to draw well with it, but that's not me. A little bit fluff over there. I'm wondering if I should give him an outfit. This is kind of a weird giant coat. Something about wolves and giant coats. Or formal wear. Very stately. Technically the coat would go over the fluff. So me thinking about this after the fact was a little bit belated, but whatever. Weird to think living in a place with a lot of wolves, because like where I'm from, wolves do exist, but a lot of them just got all killed, you know? Weird to think of like an alternate timeline where that didn't happen. Howdy, Shy Hermit Crab. Hasty, clean lines. You flatter me. I used to be like the anti-line art person because I was just so bad at it. So that is a huge compliment. I'll do another one, but you shade it more. I'm like scared to shade this one now. Maybe change it up a bit. Beat Zachary by 1%. You know, clouds are rolling in. It's getting darker here. Okay, for me the camera looks fine-ish right now, so let's see. Maybe facing this way. Oh, it was Shark. It looks that's a little bit more ox-shaped. Big floofy neck. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the gift sub. I was like, I feel like I need to change the announcement thing, the PogChamp. It'd be cool if I could actually make it do one of my custom emotes. I know you can technically do that. You gotta pay Stream Elements. You have to gift them a sub, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Company. Enjoy the spin. I gotta decide if I want to give them an outfit. Got a big scarf. I don't know about that. Already made the neck too wide. Now they're just gonna float. That is eraser's losing power. Not erasing as well as it used to. Oh my goodness, another gift sub. How generous. Really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna try to shade this one. By shading, I mostly mean like fill it in a bit. But I feel like you'll eat too much ink with the other one. Payday. Oh, nice. Payday's always good. That looks like a husky right now. I don't know why I feel like it should have like a little symbol for some reason. Now I want to shade this fella's jacket. Add more contrast. I haven't really done any ink drawings. I kind of miss it. This is a good time. There's so many art mediums. There's so many fun art mediums. I mean, technically they're all fun, but I got a lot that I like working with. Hard to, I don't know, not necessarily just focus on one, but it's hard to make a lot of work with one, I guess. Like, in my mind, I'm like, wow, I do so many gouache drawings. I really don't when I line them all up. I feel like digital is definitely the dominating medium that I do. I think I kind of want to change that this year. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Enjoy the possum spins. Howdy, demo disc. Let's see. Wondering if I should squish something. Gouache is so cool, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. 1 out of 14? What does that mean? Oh, okay, stream streak. I was like, just come in here with ominous fractions. I'm feeling a little bit extra now. There's like some red ink in here. Fractions. 57% opossum, 56% shark. Ominous Fractions is a great band name. I wish I had reason to have a band where I actually like enjoyed making music. There's so many good band names out there. Hold up, I'll be right back. Actually, my whatchamacallit palette was closer than I expected it to be. Ooh, like, stopper isn't working. It's like there's some ink that dried up in here. Shove your oat seeds in a band? That's true. I really should. That would make at least some of my more interesting. Toy girl. Damn, first and last name. What brush do I want to use for this? Do I have a... Please, my father was girly. Call me toy. Okay, I'm gonna risk it with one of these brushes here. I was like looking into buying a new brush and I'm like, oh my god, brushes are so expensive. If you don't like buy them in like a cheap pack from like, I don't know, Amazon. Like even the synthetic bristles. You have a set schedule for streaming? Yeah. It's on the whatchamacallit. It's on like the Twitch schedule thing as well. I also have a Discord. That's probably the best way to keep track of things. Today I was like, I'm gonna be late. This red isn't as red as I hoped it would be. Happened. Right, we'll live with this not as exciting red. Let me try this again. Let me mix it. I'm already running out. The fact that the stopper isn't working is kind of annoying. I'm sure I could try to deal with it, but it's like a later thing. I really like the red, black, and white color combo. I haven't really messed with it lately, so I don't know, no time like the present, I guess. You do get called full toy girly sometimes. It's so silly. No need to be so formal. It's I definitely have called you the whole thing because I was just like, yeah, generally, I don't know which one is the more important one. It's like some people just call me Shark, and I'm like, okay, I mean that's acceptable, but it just seems so odd to me. 1%, a whole 1%, yeah. No, I didn't color. I went over the lines. Oh well. Both is good. I can never forget being called Spiky once. Hello, Spiky. I was like, oh, there's not really a reason for me to correct them right now, but yeah. Most people call you Toy for clarity. That makes sense. Hello, girly people. I'm addressing y'all. How's your day so far? It's good. Oh yeah, I was late because I put in the tamales on the steamer a little too late. They were frozen initially. Already cooked, but frozen, so it's like almost an hour for it to de-thaw. What is this, whatchamacallit? Emote combo. This one's fairly quick. What are we, 28 minutes in? I wish this was more central, but that's just my perfectionism talking. Like, it doesn't matter. It's a sketchbook. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Where are you getting those things? Here. It's all right there, and it gets I keep it updated. Miss the lick emote. You lost it. This area still needs to dry, so that's why we're still sitting here. Also, if it still works. Alright, so we have this. I'm gonna take a picture here. Just so I can reference it later. Pupper. Wolfie pupper. I'm not wedded to specific days of the week. It's in the link. It's right there. I don't know what to tell you. The timing and everything is there. Alright, I need to find where the heck this picture decided to save. Forget that webcam pics randomly go to their own whatchamacallit folder. Roll? No, that's not it. The heck is the PM video? Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. That part is still wet. I don't know why. Let me grab my other sketchbook. I have this ancient one I made. It's a pretty cool sticker. Speaking of red, black, and white. I don't know, I don't have anything on this first page. Like, I kinda wanna keep working on this sketchbook, though. That weird area is still drying. Okay. Might hear the sound of tearing paper. That wasn't too atrocious. Actually, I guess I could draw a full body. These are like weirdly, like you could draw a full body, but it feels like too squished, and then drawing like this is a little bit painful. So yeah, okay. Take advantage of this larger, whatchamacallit. What about a character sitting down or squirting? That's the squatting. That's a good idea. I was like, I'll do that next. Yeah, because you could also do a good like sitting down and like the legs go across the page. That's a good idea. Well, it might be too hunched over. I'm doing I mean, as it can be. Luckily, like, I don't know. Yes, I'm doing I. Do those icons and squish a character in a cube. That is a good idea. I always forget. It's a creative way to use space. You guys looking like an opossum. What am I doing? Kind of at a funky angle. As good as a Wednesday can be. It is a Wednesday. Middle of the week. Yeah, I finally feel like I got a better idea of what day of the week it is. Certain things that fall on certain days changed a bit, and I'm like, that threw me off for a bit. I was like, I have no idea what day of the week it is anymore. Oh, and then I took like that break from streaming. Gays and being paid. Amazing. Yes, as the customer, that makes sense. Someone's getting paid. It looks too foxy to me. Maybe I need a darker pencil. It's too light. Actually, this one's super light. It's a 2H, but we'll see what happens. Even better, look, giving money to people, right? Okay, I can see the drawing a little bit better now, at least. Don't love the style right now, but you know what? I think I'm gonna have to deal with. I think I made them too short. I think their head is too big for the style I'm going for. Heck. You know what? I'm just gonna wing it, and it might look bad, but at least I'm not struggling anymore. Slides you $20. Draw my silly guy. Have your two OCs kissing. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna draw the eye yet, because I'm not convinced. Dang it, I made the too stubby. There's the eye. Oh, art fight. How many months do we have since then? Until then. I'm so conflicted on whether I want to do art fight this year. Like, I want to, but like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I could do like little quick doodles, little quick traditional art ones. Keep saying that one day I will have a weekend stream. So far, that has not happened. Let me see how they look from this angle. Got a funny, like, whoop to them. Never feel the pressure to make something as good as if you want to draw my characters so shittily in a school notebook. That's true, yeah. I think I just, like, overthink certain details, because some people are very particular about their OCs, and I know it's, like, art fight, you shouldn't really do nitpicky about it. Yeah, because every time I'm like, I'm gonna keep it simple, and then I'm like, you know what? I need to challenge myself. How dare you draw me something for free, right? Audacity. Be able to simplify random details, and you never know if that detail you removed is super important or not. Yeah. Use ArtFight for experimenting. So many willing subjects, indeed. Yeah, we'll see. I think part of it is also is that if somebody attacks me, I do feel like the pressure to attack back. I think that's my problem. At least one of many. Also need to express if it's important. That's why reps and buys are so important. Be like, I won't draw you if you attack me. Leave me alone. I wonder if I want to crosshatch this. We're getting wild with the textures today. And by wild, I mean like not that wild. For 5. Can't tell if this is actually black or brown. I think it's black. Feel bad for the popular people who literally can't attack everyone back. That is interesting, because yeah, I know some people are like, hey, I'm gonna attack this popular person. What? They didn't attack me back? I'm gonna resent them. There's some drama that happens with ArtFight. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, it's like, everyone chill out, please. God, texture. Shout out to 4-Leaf Island, who did comment on every attack they got. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I was like, yeah, a little simple thank you can go a long way. Actually, I think I made the ear weird. We'll ignore that. I also like how you chose the bisexual heart. Getting acknowledged to someone you look up to. It's always like freaky when you're just like, I'm just following people, and then they follow you back and you're like, huh, you perceived me. You perceived me perceiving you. What can make this pop out even more? Make the jacket white? Could be interesting. Always have bisexuality in your heart. And lesbianism and transgenderism. That's fair. I'm like, where does one even procure a Letterman jacket if you didn't do sports? Steal one. The moon. Beef from partner? Bold of you to assume that everyone's partner does sports. Sports in this household? I feel like if more sports were available at my school, I would have done sports. But alas, very limited. Get them into sports? Profit. It's true. This pine trees too. Tone it down a bit. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the sketch altogether. We're gonna freehand this. I can never settle on how to draw pine trees. He's changing my mind. There's so many weird, funky varieties too. Sometimes I'm like, make it look realistic-ish, and sometimes I'm like, no, make it super cartoony. Moving around outside? Imagine. Oh, image I was reading and drawing. I don't know, there's something about making pine trees look a little threatening. They'll get you. And sometimes they can be really cutesy. Much holiday. You huge, or is the pine tree small? I don't know, they're little tiny baby pine trees that you could just stand by and be like, I'm so tall, look at me. Part of me misses Inktober, but another part of me is like, nah, it's okay. I should make my own challenge. But then I start missing color. Yeah, there I go again. I can't settle on a certain medium or like style. And by style I mean like not necessarily like how the creatures look, but like how things are rendered. Tree looks more spindly than the other one. Wow. Full drawing accomplished. Get them fancy colored inks. Like, yes and no. Like, Because yeah, that's my problem. It's like once we start adding too many colors into the ink, I'm just like, now I'm just, I don't know. Like at this point, it could have been a marker drawing, or a watercolor drawing, or a gouache drawing. Once we get too many colors involved, I'm like, it's either you just simply like working with ink. Like I like the limited, like, I don't know, using texture. I don't know how to explain it. I was like, wait, hold on. Still have some like my OG Inktober's. Really like this one. Yeah, because I usually don't use like texture, so it's cool to do value with texture. Alright, this fella accomplished. I'm gonna date this because I know I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna be like, I have no idea when I drew this because it's an old sketchbook and everything else was made, and this was made like in 2020 maybe? Old. What is this? 325. Put a little arrow, because not the entire sketchbook, that's that. I guess I could erase these little funky lines. Okay. Goodbye. Alright, this should be ready now. So I'm gonna skip this. Do you want to do a not a watercolor. I mean, sure, maybe a watercolor. A landscape at some point. So I have something to post on my other account. Already have 53 minutes? Okay. Alright, I'm firing this ink for now. I probably used a marker instead. Right. Squatting. Or sitting. Own turf. Have a good one. You too. Have a good time. Okay. Like, maybe I should look at our reference. In that case. I look up sitting. Sitting room. Whole room for sitting. That's kind of a cool composition. Do that one later. Yeah, the last time I used a reference, I kind of regretted it because it wasn't quite the style I was aiming for. Sometimes that happens. The sitting room. Yeah, do y'all call it a living room? A sitting room? I think there's the other one that's called like... Heck. I don't remember. In between the standing room and the laying room. I guess the living room would be the bedroom. Standing room? I mean, most people stand in kitchens, right? You don't really... If you have the ability, you should just stand and cook, right? The dozing room. The honk shoe room. Alright, I'm gonna try not to look at the reference for now. We'll use that later. Actually, I don't want this. Okay, leg up. Like, I could make them bigger. Now that the ears are gonna cut off. Never mind. Yeah, we'll see. You underestimate me making pasta on the floor. You have like a burner going on. Watched a video on how every American house used to have a dedicated room that we don't have anymore. Ooh, do tell. Curious. The parlor room. Sounds very British. I mean, that is where America deviated from. Listening and learning. Basically for entertaining guests. I'm like, where you keep all your board games. And funerals. Oh! It's the basement and the garage. Alright everybody, let's move downstairs. Oh, are you talking about the board games or for the entertainment? It looks a little foxy. Whatever. Canid of some sort. Canid or Canid? Canine. Or they keep the body in the parlor for everyone to show their respects. Ah, now we just use funeral homes instead. Just like the room in front of the house. That makes sense. Yeah. You don't have to clean the rest of the house. Be like, the house looks good. The part of the house looks good. I just fused it into the like the living room sofa area. Over time, TVs reshaped how we name the rooms. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. Because of all that screen time. These are too long. And the legs. I hear like the den a lot. Like what the heck is a den? Where you hibernate. Maybe I'll give this guy shoes. I don't really want to draw a paw. Well... So a den comes from the term animal use? Huh. Like a recluse area. Okay. Would you keep your office in the den? So interesting. Also, you don't have to answer all these questions. I'm just rhetorically saying. It's like a private living room. Ah, gotcha. keep all your secret books in there. It's a fun combo. Yeah, imagine having that many rooms that aren't your bedroom, like the essentials. People with dens usually just use some for man caves. Gotcha. I mean, cave, den, not a huge change in lingo. Thank you, local nerd. I love hearing a thing I don't know about. I mean, it's, yeah, I do think it's interesting. I just don't want anyone to feel pressured to be like, all right, I'm gonna have to get all my sources out. Okay, there is an ad coming, but I think we're all good. I think most people have been gifted a sub. Which, thank you to the local hermit crab. The people you know with dens usually use it for pool, ping pong, or something of the sort. I wonder if like East Coast houses are just smaller. I mean, not East Coast, West Coast houses are just smaller because we don't have as old of buildings. Maybe I've just been in small houses. If you live in a house with a den, it generally implies like double living rooms. Yeah, that's like bougie. On a quest to find bougie friends. No, just kidding. That's where your rich friend. Yeah, right? Maybe I should have gone to a richer university. I totally could have afforded it. Purchased some bougie rich friends. So people come up with a term for a second living room? Like a den. Gotcha. Yeah, like when I hear parlor, I'm like, ah, the parlor. Go drink tea over there. Yeah, dead people, I guess. Living Room 2, the sequel. Right, another reason why I didn't do many ink drawings was because a lot of my sketchbooks were watercolor sketchbooks, and using this kind of pen on a sketchbook, I mean on a watercolor sketchbook, makes it last, like it destroys the tip way faster. Where's Living Room 3? Right, legs. Whee. Right, I guess I just settled on shoes. I should probably make this more detailed. Kicks. Gosh, speaking of shoes, I need to buy myself some new shoes. My shoes for like, I want to say like 7 years at this point. They're hanging in there. Oh, I just realized, okay, the shoe is all the way over here. Alright, we're gonna got some finagling to do here. Messed up the perspective a bit. Trying to think about other living room uses. It's like, what's the deal with sunrooms? There's like another word for them. Solarium. I don't know if they're all the same thing or there's like a different, actually like different uses. That I'm like, or like a covered porch, I guess. That'd be different. I think it would be really cool to have like a very window-full room. Put all your plants there. An awesome name. Like outdoor patios? Yeah, okay, I guess that would be an outdoor patio. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, just draw a little one. Like usually you see like a bougie house, and then it's not the front, but yeah, they would have an attachment that's like a lot of windows. A moon room. Like they only give the sun attention. What about the moon? I mean, that would actually be pretty cool. Go to your sunroom at night, provided you don't have like hella light pollution. Look at the moon. The only problem that I could think about with that is that it could be like really hard to get rid of heat in it. It's like kind of like a greenhouse going on there. Moon pretty and won't burn your eyes looking directly. Yeah. Sometimes it does feel like you're looking directly at like an LED light though. Howdy howdy. Like, yeah, we'll add more texture to this. Should I add a color? Color be more, I feel like that could be cool. Or watercolor. Kind of treat it like marker. Stretch, redeem. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that. Everything cracked just now. By everything, I mean my shoulders. In other words, I am stretching. Thank you for the stretch reminder. That was audible. Oh god. Yeah, because I'm like right next to the microphone, and since my shoulders are not that far away from me speaking. Oh god. When the moon hits your moon like a big pizza moon. Oh yeah, our ad's still running? Dang. Okay. I'm sorry. Or maybe not. Getting both results for Solarium. Oh, alright, bird. Alright, welcome back. Yeah, I was surprised there were still ads running. That's weird. I'm sorry. Freedom. I'm doing good. On furries. Can't complain with that. The joining ads? Yeah, but like... I don't know what how much it affects it. So they say if I run 3-minute ads every hour, it shouldn't give you the what do they call them? There's like an official word for it. But yes, the joining ads. And yeah, no. The fact that they're giving them out, maybe they're like, ooh, let's just sneak one in a few minutes after. You sent scandalous humanoids in Discord. The horror. How dare you? Amazing. I like all the color changes. Looks better than Disney? Nah, I would not say that. Those Disney artists, they have trained. Honestly, and a lot of them can't flex their skills because there's no 2D animation anymore. I visited the Disney school. They don't actually call it a Disney school. It's Al Arts. That's where a lot of people who end up working for Disney go to. But way too expensive. Clue is very color-coded. Wait, like as in the game Clue? Wait, did I read the whole thing? Bunch of Clue portraits. Oh, gotcha, that's amazing. So you'll have like your own Clue game going on? That's awesome. Other than the den, the most common uses for a second living room is either a playroom, room for kids to play in, sometimes can be a den, a library. Ooh, right. Going to the library in my house. Usually 500 to 1,000 books. Holy shit. 500 books? Even up to 1,000? Most likely a home theater. Wow. Wow. Man, rich people. It's such a different different living situation. I'm like stunned over here. Clearly I did not grow up rich. You need at least 500 bucks, technically. That makes sense. I mean, you can't just call anything a library these days. I know, like, I said several streams ago, it's like I Marie Kondo'd my, my books, because, she's like, you know, I think it's around 40. It's like a number that you'll probably revisit and read. I'm like, more book. Your librarian friend lives in piles of... Oh, that makes sense. For the job? Yeah. Her small room is technically a library. There's something very appealing about, like, yeah, just having shelves and shelves of books. The tail is like, I don't know, making me think of like a cactus right now. More texture. Books, like, yeah, new books can be expensive. Like, even going to, like, a used bookstore can still be a little bit expensive there. Able to find the freebies. What if I made them smile? They look kind of sad. Smug. Ooh, bookbinding, yeah. I don't know if it's just like it suddenly getting on my radar, but I feel like bookbinding is like has recently gotten very popular. Anybody seen like an uptick on that? Yeah, making my own sketchbooks. That's the closest I've gotten, but it's not like actually bookbinding. Bookmaking. Yeah, because that's actually a really nifty way if you have like a paperback. You're like, well, I want this to like last longer. Find it yourself. Especially if you're an artist, you can just like slap on some cool art. Seen an uptick on a lot of physical media. Oh, just in general, that's true. Very textured fella. Like, I don't know if I want to background. You can't go wrong with stars. This is a very monochromatic stream today. A star with an extra leg. Might honestly get an MP3 player for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing... I was able to get my old ancient iPod to work. No Bluetooth headphones. Do they make newer MP3 players that use Bluetooth? I imagine so. That would make sense. Was too poor for that. Yeah, I think I used like all my paycheck on that. Oh, 4 or 5Gs? Okay, yeah. New... What, like, brands are there these days? What would be, like, a good MP3 player brand? I know they ceased making iPods, like, a couple years ago. And with the DS. Oh yeah, I remember looking into DSs a while ago on eBay. I was like, I want to play the original Animal Crossing. Yeah, and I've never had a DS at all, so I was like, I feel like I missed out. I'm like, what to put here? Squatting poses are hard because sometimes you gotta do the what do you call it? Foreshortening. Left yours in your pants and it froze to death. like the pants went outside. Of course, as soon as I Google squatting, everyone's like doing with the workout squatting. Dang. Condolences. my goodness. I said I was gonna do a landscape. I really want to draw a white dove. It might be weird. I don't know, don't have a lot of experience drawing doves, but I feel like the white on red would be interesting. Alright, this might be tricky because it's like a peculiar composition. Let's see. That would be here-ish. The wing takes up a huge chunk of the page. Oh, you could not see the sketch at all, but the eye looks a little evil. It looks angry. Okay, we'll see how that turns out. Gonna get the gouache out. The gouache. Accidentally clanked ceramic on ceramic. Oh, actually, now I'm like looking at it again. I'm like, oh, wait. The eraser is doing some weird things to the paint underneath. Like, I might regret. I've been trying to paint with this flat brush more often. It might be too big, but we'll see. We'll see. All about experimenting here, I guess. That's what sketchbooks are for. Apparently the gouache is mostly water. Tomodachi Life News. It's even more woke. What is any of this? Do tell. Is that the one that people were making like videos with? The me one. Is it 2D or 3D? I mean, like me is like 3D, is it not? I often wonder how gouache is on canvas. Like, theoretically, you could make almost every surface area. It is now. Okay. Win for Tomodachi life folk. As you can tell, I'm like, I don't really know anything about it. You can be gay and ace now with separate pronouns and gender. Nice. Although, how does sexuality play? Or do you like date NPCs? Think of it like The Sims. Okay. I understand The Sims. But wackier. Sims is pretty wacky as is. It's got like aliens. Can't you seduce the Grim Reaper? Get a choice of formal wear? Hell yeah. Yeah, being like formal wear being like, no, you can only have this is like so silly. Formal wear as is already so limited. Why limit it even more? Don't know anything about The Sims. That's okay. Everyone hates the newest one. Random dream sequences, random love confession, dance sequences. It was made 18 in Russia for the gay. Oh, like it was rated 18 plus. I want to draw like little feathers. I wonder if this brush would be too annoying to do that with while we're trying. Shapes, if anything. Kind of look like eardrops, but they're kind of like that. Oh, okay. It's like, it is straight up like Nintendo. Interesting. I see what you mean by wackier. We got intellectual property in here. But like Mii's for whoever you want to make, basically. It doesn't have to be Nintendo characters. Okay, okay. But it can be. It can. Better customization than it used to be. Gotcha, gotcha. I don't know how I managed to like miss this. I wanna at least get like a visual of what's going on, so I'm gonna look it up. Oh, okay, okay, I've totally seen screenshots of this most recently. I didn't realize it was Tomodachi Life. Oh my god, bird. Silencio. The Miitopia games were a delight. Gotcha. You can see how not with it I am with Nintendo. Yeah, I was saying like last stream, I was like, I think I'm gonna not get the Switch 2. I was like, so far the Switch has been the only Nintendo console thing I've owned ever in my life. Not because I'm like a hater or anything, it just wasn't part of my upbringing and a little bit too expensive right now. Don't want to Switch 2. Wait, but have you been playing this game? Or you're just like, yeah, good news, everybody. It's dry. I might have to zap it. That would make sense. It's dry time faster. Okay, I'll be back. Please bring it to Switch 1 for us plebs. I'd be amazed if they did. They're all about money, so sadly I don't think that's gonna happen. But, I don't know. Some corpos have surprised me. So just been playing Zelda and making progress on Hyrule Warriors. Nice. Yeah, I still need to... I haven't done much gaming lately. Still need to look up the whole... if there's any fixes for Fallout 3 to make me less woozy. I don't want to buy another 70 Buckaroos game. Stares at Poketopia. I found it so difficult to make decisions on what like luxuries to spend my money on that I made a spreadsheet. But anytime I'm like, I want to buy this, I look at it and I'm like, wait a second, is there something else on this list that I want more? We're shading with this weird peachy color because it's what's on the palette. I thought about blue, but then I was like, maybe it'll look too red, white, blue. That was very peachy. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I underestimated how many layers this is gonna be. I was like, I could also shade it, like the textures that I've been doing lately. gonna draw in the eye at least. Looks. I forgot I would pick up the white underneath it. Oh well. Smaller. Cover it up. Might try to outline it first. Kind of like in the trust the process phase right now. Thought about blue again for the outline color, but I'm like, no, avoid blue. A dark purple. Much plumage. My brother bought you the Switch 2 for your birthday this month? Hey! Also, howdy howdy. I'm just like, yeah, I was like, this story sounds familiar. Okay, same thing happened with you, Mustachio. I was like, I have no idea what y'all are talking about for the most part with the Switch 2. I'm like, I'm the non-Nintendo user over here. Oh, it is TFF time. I like associate it with February. It's always feels rough. You're like, I really want to go play this game, read this book, watch this show, etc. And it's like, I gotta go to work. I hope you have a good selling time. Should be good. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things for TFF. Second. Yeah. Something that's throwing me off about this angle, but whatever. Oh, its little claws. Okay. A little bit lower for scooching. Right on the seam. I'm like trying to figure out how to adjust its face. There's something throwing me off. I can't quite figure it out. Oh, it's its beak that it's like barely visible. It's like a peculiar peachy tone. Okay. Started picking up a lot of pigment from below. Doodle here instead for the meantime. Should probably look up what feather it went. No, I think I got it. Like goes down, right? Not like a leaf. Alright, I should probably let this dry, do its thing for a bit. Wait a second. One last part here. Okay, let that be for a bit. What else? I didn't take a break, so I'm like, we're getting close to ad time anyway. One, two. I went beyond my goal, but that's probably because I didn't have to deal with a lot of drawing time with the ink pieces before. I think of what to put on this side. Alright, so different another page over here. Gosh, this art is so old in here. It's like quite the throwback. I have this piece over here. Just like nothing on this side. Although, making it fit on the camera is kind of annoying. There. Alternatively, I could also take a break and try to adjust the camera because I'm not used to having the palette on the left side, but I don't know, we can make it work. I'm gonna try to get rid of some of these ends I have of like this mess. A random thing to tell you, middle stream with the watch streak. Yeah, they're so strange. I mean, they're kind of newish, aren't they? I don't remember if there's like anything else newish that got added to Twitch recently. Off the top of my head. Oh, I think they finally let people multi-stream. Oh, people who multi-stream have 2 chats or more than 1 chat going. They used to have this weird rule that they're like, oh, you can't do that because we can't, what is the word? Mod the other chat. Announcement from the CEO, yeah. Yeah, it was just such a silly thing. I'm like, I mean, I had 2 chats going on at the same time back then. Like, push comes to shove, yes. Breaking the rules, but whatever. As a large enough streamer. Finally made us think about it. I feel like that was Giguk. I think I saw a, what is it? A YouTube thumbnail. But I could be wrong. Yeah, anime review guy. The power of being popular. Because he's been multi-streaming for like at least a year, I think, if not way more. Okay, I should take a break. I'm gonna look up some reference photos, figure out what to do here. And I'll be back in 3 minutes. Alright, back from the ad break. It's looking like really... Oh, the color's off. I guess if I... guess it's doing the automatic white balance, or whatever it's called. Kind of 50-50 on Gigguk, because you'd like some of his videos, but other times it's to WTF Japan. Well, which... I'm just curious. I was like, which ones are to WTF Japan? I've been like so... I do subscribe to his videos, but it's just... At this point there's such a queue of unwatched stuff that I'm just completely out of it. I'm gonna draw some daffodils, because I realize I haven't done that. Wait a second. It's dry. Okay, I'm saying this is dry enough. Alright. We're doing it in the other sketchbook. Just mostly wanted to keep some consistency. I should get a little piece of tracing paper. Cover that up. Because I like keeping my sketchbook kind of like a journal, I like keeping things that are just like of the season all together. This content is focusing on the most outrageous, iffy anime of the season. Oh, okay, gotcha, that makes sense. WTF Japan, as in like, yeah, like the media. At first I thought I was like, did you like switch to like... Cause I know some people do like, WTF Japan, I went to the store and I saw this. That's wild stuff, like stuff you don't talk about like company. Gotcha. That makes sense. Impolite company. Daffodils have like a weird like snoot kind of shape. Making me think of that like penguin claymation. Newt. I feel like the daffodil coming up just kind of snuck up on me. Here's your basic takeaway. If that's all the content you make, you've made yourself into this is all Japan is about, and I hate it channel once you do it enough times. I guess kind of, yeah. I mean, like, if you live there, I feel like you will come across things that, on the reg, that you do find yourself criticizing. I remember, like, abroad in Japan was getting a lot of flack. They're like, I don't know why you make videos, you don't even like Japan. He's like, that's not true. I do, but, like, it's not, like, immune to criticism either. But like I said, I haven't really been, what do you say? Haven't been, keeping up with the videos, so. Could be a totally different vibe. Because it is hard to live in, like, any place and not have its criticisms. Because I know like a lot of people put Japan on a pedestal and they're like, it's the best, it's perfect. Like, it has its issues. Like any other country. That's why I'm like, there is no perfect country. As much as like some people want to be like, well, this place is the best. And I'm like, no, I'm sure there are issues that you're just not thinking about right now. But that's on a bigger scale rather than just like pop culture. You're like you're the one who likes trashy, messy anime rom-coms, but you don't see that different from watching reality TV garbo. Ah, that's true. Yeah, it's just like different medium. Yeah, it is interesting when people are hypercritical about like one aspect of media but not the other. That is strange. Also, to a certain extent, whatever gets the clicks, if that's what you're doing with YouTube. Oh, you've had people who've been like, I'd never watch XYZ anime because Giga already gave me my opinion on it. Okay, yeah, that's annoying. Gosh, right. And not even like a particular person, but yeah, no, I've had some people I'd be like, hey, I recommend this, and they're like, no, I'm not gonna look at it because it's popular. And I'm like, what? That's an awful reason to just, I don't know, not give something a chance. Like these, I like to have these combos all the time when we watch anime constantly in other servers. Oh, okay. Wait, you like have, okay, you don't like to have. Had to reread that. Didn't do an underpainting this time. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, like one thing I do try my best is to not hate on something if I've never consumed it. I'm not always on that. Like there are some things like going back to that, I have to hand it to him for finally getting the CEO to give us merge chats. Yeah, it's true, it's true. I was like wondering, is there like a version of Giga, like not obviously to the T, but with like TV shows or film? I feel like there's more about film, less so about TV shows. Sometimes I'm like, somebody give me a couple of reviews and then I'll see which one's interesting, what show I'm gonna pick up next. Cinema Sins. Do they like look at older stuff, or is it just like what is out now? I mean, I haven't really been with it any up to date with new stuff anyway, so I guess just look at archived stuff. Oh, okay, yes, okay, it's that one. Yes and no, but I was like thinking about like rather than like doing the ding, like being like, all right, I watched these films. This is what I think about what it's about. Kind of like, cause like Giga does this like that goes through like seasonal anime, like the anime out this fall, and it's like and rates it, like something like that, but with like TV shows. Cause like critiques, like yeah, cool, but like looking for recommendations. Sometimes I look at lists and I'm like, this doesn't give me enough information. Ever get that like streamer, not streamer, but like decision paralysis while perusing something like Netflix or something? Like, oh my god, there's so much stuff here. Summaries can only give you so much information. Sometimes they give you trailers, sometimes they don't, but sometimes there's really bad trailers, so it's even hard to gauge whether something is good based on the trailer. Because yeah, like for example, To Be Hero X, I would have not known about it if I didn't watch. I didn't even actually finish, but it was one of Giga's like season in review things. Because yeah, with also Cinema Sins, the ones that they go over aren't necessarily movies they recommend. Still need to finish To Be Hero X. I don't remember. I swear that they... I don't know if it's this year. Maybe it is this year that they're gonna release the second season. Got in 12 something episodes and then stopped. Your hipster brain kicked in and too many people were telling you to catch up, which made you not want to watch it. Hipster brain. Funny, because I'm like the opposite. Although, where the hipster brain does activate is that when something I like that was niche all of a sudden gets super popular, and I'm like, I was there first. These fans don't know what it was back then. I don't know. That's when my hipster brain does the thing. Don't know why. What's up with me? It is weird because like there has been a weird coincidence times that I have gotten into something and then like a couple months later it like blows up and I'm like, oh. Or yellows and on this palette, green and I always get on things way too late. I mean, also same. Like it's yeah, it's not always like I'm on it, but the times I do, I'm like, whoa, what the heck? Most recent thing you got on time was Iron Lung, but I feel like a lot of people were talking about it. Like I kept seeing it on social media, and folks would talk about it on streams. Watch it on Valentine's Day because I didn't know when it would leave theaters. Right? It was like a limited release, I imagine. Kind of like the weird, not super pretty blockiness of this. Don't even think it's in theaters anymore. Okay, so like, yeah, more of a... I mean, that was like back in February and we're like almost... I forget how long movies stay in theaters. Also, I guess it also depends like how popular they are. And I have seen the weird thing of like sometimes things stay in theaters for a long time, but they're available on streaming services. Or at least to purchase. The way film gets released is something. Seems to have been just released once, like for one day. Huh. I feel like it was longer, but we haven't met things. Drawing flowers. Way less stressful than drawing most things. So I forget how I made this purple. This was just like a random purple that was on my palette, and now I'm running out of it. Can I make that again? We have to change. I also don't think I've painted with just this brush. What is this? Number 4? Yeah, I think I was being too scared that I was gonna destroy it too quickly. It's not a very expensive brush, I guess. But it only comes in a pack. It was really good for painting fur, since it has a little, like, you can't even see it, but fine tip. gonna have to revive my Netflix subscription because JoJo is finally out. Like nervous about outlining it. Start over here. It's kind of funny. Whatever. I was like, this is so relaxing, and I'm like nervous about lining it. Doesn't have to be in the line. Okay. Actually, since this overlaps instead, I can get away with it. It's bugging me. Part of me is like, I think that's good. Leave it at that. Where'd my eraser go? That's only 220. feel like I've been here forever because there's just that many drawings that were done. I'm like, usually by drawing 3, when we hit the 3-hour mark. Like the opposite of yesterday. What does the other part of me say? Wait a second. What did I say? Part of you says to call it here. I mean, I think so. I don't know, because like sometimes there have been benefits of just like pushing through. I mean, like I feel like I could put something here. Yeah, I've been slacking on my sketchbook lately, and I'm like, at first I was like, yeah, we'll get it all done on stream, and I'm like, missing a couple of those nature-y ones. Still trying to figure out what to do here too. I don't like leaving empty spots. Let's see if I can find a grape hyacinth. Hyacinth? I don't even know how to say it. A slightly different color scheme. Let's see how well it goes here. And put a couple in like a little jam jar. Well, no, not for now. Okay, then gotta look at the cheat sheet for making purple. So many blues, so many options. I think cobalt is the winner. Ultramarine does look nice. Nah, cobalt. Oh, I forget that my PNGtuber, it reacting is not the same as what it reacts to. Like, the sound isn't the same that the mic picks up necessarily. It's on a different setting. 17%. Turn it down a smidge. That was like tapping things. Oh wait, no, not turn it down. You gotta turn it up. Hello. 22? Oh, you have hay fever? I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could see the back. The secrets. Yeah, take care of yourself. Yeah, that sounds awful. Yeah, like sometimes I don't have direct allergies, but I have a feeling I have a type of allergies. I'm like, why do I feel bad? I don't feel like I have a cold, so what's going on? Allergies. Must be a plant spewing pollen. Eee. Bunch of little dots. All grape hyacinth flower. Hyacinth. Howdy, howdy. These are gorgeous. Thank you. Very bad Chinese. Wait, what? Let's see how I can render this glass though. A bit of blue maybe. Instead of gray. Sometimes it's hard to look at a reference for me and like mentally change the color. I feel like I've been slowly getting better at it. Oh, we thought I was doing Chinese characters? No. Very badly. Called out over here. I think grape hyacinths are technically not hyacinths, but I could be wrong. They do smell though. The grape ones do. The grape ones and the regular ones do. Maybe they are. Very scenty flowers. very stylized. I'm like rendering glass and water. Tricky stuff. Technically, this part would. Yay, flowers. I could try to crowd them a little bit more. There's definitely more of these guys than there are. There's more of these guys in the photo reference that I'm doing versus what I drew here. But I don't know. Try to do some lighter ones. Like running out of ideas on what to make for food. Already tired of all the safe foods. Nearly Easter, you can live on chocolate. Hey. That's true, that's true. Keep forgetting. Just around the corner. March. We have like 6 more days of March. I feel like this month went by really fast. I think I was skipped a couple of stream days, so maybe that's why I feel like that happened. April 5th? Yeah, I was like, yeah, sometime the first week of April. It's such a tricksty holiday, always shifting around every year. Keep thinking it's February, right? What is happening? Like, it's gonna be summer before Ellie's here, before we know it, and I'm scared. Not ready for the summer. Darker outline here. A lot of pigment. I'm gonna plant 50 daffodils in the garden before winter hits. Ooh, that's gonna be so pretty. Speaking of, that's a good reminder that I need to move my tulips. Currently too shaded. Need more sun. Luckily they're just in a container. Just fix. Yeah, I feel like learning more about flowers made winter more tolerable, because I'm like, now I know which ones come up first. Which ones to look forward to. Spring onions! How much you can do with a spring onion. Tomato season. I was like, come to think about it, I haven't been eating that much root vegetables this winter. Maybe that's my problem. Alright. I should date this. Okay, I keep forgetting to date some of these. What? I guess I have a purple pen. Maybe I threw it out because it was being weird. Like chives. Nice. Chives are like onions too, right? That was good. Chives. I think finally figured out scallions, kind of. I always confuse scallions and scallops. Scallops are the sea creature. Got a gold gel pen, but that's gonna look weird on here. I forgot I had a purple micron. What is today? March 25th. You can cut chives off and let them keep growing, good in sauces, dips, and mashed potato. Sandwiches for that oniony taste without onion. Let me look this up. I'm like, because then there's like green onion, but I feel like that's just like a vague name. Chives versus green onion. Oh, green onions are scallions. Interesting. Oh, and they're like huge. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, then I think I got chives. Because when you like buy them from the grocery store, you can just like put them in water. And you can just put them in dirt. Yeah, because like I think I've just stopped eating like straight up onion. I don't know, yeah. Chives are much nicer. Pretty flowers. Oh, they do, yeah. They're like the purpley ones, right? Alright. I think I'm just gonna vanish. Thank you so much for hanging out. A lot of art done. Definitely gonna see it sprinkled in posts throughout the week. Or weeks. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. To the void we go. Yeah. Oof. Might go rest. Yeah. Get some rest. Alright, goodbye. I'll be back next week.